two absolute values in the same equation. How is that even possible? In this video, we're going to show you how to solve two absolute values in the same equation using graphs and visualization. For example, the absolute value of x minus 3 is equal to the absolute value of 2x plus 1. Let's dive in. In our last couple of videos at Math for Less, in the absolute value series, we covered the properties of absolute value inequalities, as well as what an absolute value is and how to solve the most fundamental of absolute value equations. If you haven't watched those videos already, make sure to do so before watching today's lesson, as it is very important to understand the fundamental concepts before diving into multiple absolute values in the same equation. When solving the absolute value of x minus 3 is equal to the absolute value of 2x plus 1, remember that absolute values talk about distance. Here, we're finding where two distances, the absolute value of x minus 3 and the absolute value of 2x plus 1, are equal, thus the equal sign. The trick is to break the equation into two cases. The first case is x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 1. You simplify it, and you're left with x is equal to negative 4. Second example is when x minus 3 is equal to negative 2x plus 1 in brackets. You simplify it, and then you get x equals 2 over 3. And this is our second solution. So in total, there are two solutions. X is equal to negative 4 and 2 over 3. So here's the game plan for solving equations with two absolute values. First is to split the equation into two cases, one without flipping signs and one with flipped signs. So ensure that the two absolute values are on different sides of the equal sign. The second is to solve both equations step by step separately. And third is to graph each absolute value graph to ensure that your solutions add up. And you can do this before even manipulating the equation on paper. First, graph the absolute values and then solve visually, and then verify it through algebra. To summarize today's lesson, whether you prefer solving multiple absolute value equations by algebra or by graphing, they both work. Absolute values are not just about numbers, it's about seeing the bigger picture. We're Math for Less. Learn more for less.